morning, Tammy.
Absolutely, for coming up with the name. Manifestations. Now, often in situations of emotional stress, boys and men are told to man up. But this type of thinking can be problematic, and we'll be discussing this in this morning's manifestation.
The key word there is can be. Well, key words can be problematic. We're not suggesting that it is problematic, and we got this from www.brighterday.info. And they say using the expression man up is characteristic of something called toxic masculinity. No, that is problematic. And here are a few reasons that can be problematic.
All right, let's run through the reasons and then we can break them down. It promotes unhealthy habits and behaviors. It normalizes violence, reduces altruistic behaviors, cattiness, and it stigmatizes mental health.
So the first one promotes unhealthy habits and behaviors. Again, this can happen, and we are certainly not suggesting, and I'm not certain if brighterday.info is suggesting that it is a problem. So toxic masculinity can lead men and boys to shirk self-care and push themselves to their physical limits by skimping on sleep or working out even while injured. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. You need your sleep, and anytime you feel pain, anywhere, your body telling you says something not right. So even if the kid's jogging and I say, what, man? I say, coach, I feel it. I say, stop. He say, coach, me good. I said, no, if you feel pain, stop. Because you don't really know it's what.
Fight through it. No.
That is where the problem will come in now. If you know you're hurt, but you're going to feel so the coach are going to say, you're a little boy, or you're
soft.
Like mad and you're soft. And that is a problem. That is where the problem is.
When I was in high school, my friends used to trouble me that my nails, my hands and feet looked like ladies. And to my hand, them soft and them kind of stuff. Oh, you don't do no yard work. We used to rake, do all sorts of stuff in the house. I went out intentionally to destroy my feet so they would look more like man and my hands. And they've never really recovered. Thankfully, we're back in a good place now. But yeah.
No disrespect, but I don't do no yard work either. Truth be told, so I hope it's soft.
Well, I can't tell
no problem with that.
Man up, they say, or toxic masculinity leads to, it normalizes violence, and it leads to thinking that aggression and violence are acceptable solutions. Over time, this line of thinking prevents men and boys from learning better coping skills and communication techniques.
By the way, just to go back to the unhealthy habits, there's another sentence here. It says, the researchers at Boston College found that men who tended to buy into toxic masculinity were more likely to drink heavily, use tobacco, and avoid vegetables. You know, them end up on the same page with the heavily drinking and the tobacco. They were also more likely to normalize risky choices, which would suggest that you feel you really and truly have it tough, and which is nonsense. Toxic masculinity ideology also tends to treat women as objects, which is wrong, which contributes to ongoing issues like sexual harassment and sexual violence, which is very, very wrong. Phrases like boys will be boys enables males to be aggressive towards others without toward others without accountability or consequence. That's not good.
That can't work.
That's not good.
We can't support that at all.
That's not good.
Yeah, and I don't know why it's tied to man up. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why.
Because there is a time that you must man up. There is a time, that you must man up.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
I guess the question some people are screaming at the screens now is, what does it mean to man up?
Yeah, because what we are suggesting, as I said, man up mean like some people, well, let me tell you what I think it is. So guys come in and them go wimpy in the morning and them have a little say, Bridget, man up, man. We're going to do the show, man. We're good. That's what we mean.
Stand firm.
Yeah, in certain cases.
Be strong. Or assertive.
Right.
Not aggressive.
Right.
Assertive.
But if
Put yourself confident.
If you are hurt and I'm a coach, and if you are hurt and you are limp and my ball out and say, hey boy, man up, it's foolish as I telling the youth.
Yeah.
It's foolish as I telling him, no, man up there because he's hurt.
Right.
Now if him don't hurt,
and
him just barely go on and I say, Bridget, man up, man, and play some football, man, because I know nothing wrong with him. Him just kind of little nervous, him kind of little.
Pull a Neymar.
Yeah, which is different now from saying him hurt, him can hardly move, and me a ball out, but man up. How foolish is that?
They say in 2019, researchers found that toxic masculine types are less likely to engage in helping behaviors, such as intervening with a bully, consoling a victim, or stopping physical assault.
Yeah, man.
So,
I like that one, intervening and stopping physical assault. I think, and I know there's a quote from Albert Einstein, who says that the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who see the people them doing evil
and do nothing.
And don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So him never says see the people them, is me putting that. But that's what he says. He says the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who are watching and doing nothing about it, which is exactly what the phrase says. So, yeah, if you see something going on, you need to. But you also need to be careful, because we had a colleague who was passing, and true story, passing and seeing a man and a woman fighting, stop the fight.
Not end up being injured?
Not end up being charged for assaulting the woman. And it came on the front page of one of the papers. And he stopped. I think anybody know the story would know who I'm talking about. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. But he stopped to stop the fight and must say, hold on to the man if he stop. And the woman charged him for assault. Wow. And had to go court and all kind of thing. So
that's wild.
You also have to be careful. Cattiness, what is cattiness now?
Just essentially ostracizing people. Adolescents and teens who don't fit in the narrow definition of manliness tend to be ostracized because of it. So
if you know,
yeah, a certain way. I'm not even with him, you know.
One like you're like a boy.
Yeah, man, you're too soft. You see it?
You have to be careful. It says, the last one says, stigmatizes mental health, and through the lens of toxic masculinity, stress, depression, and anxiety may be viewed as weakness. When males are discouraged from talking about their feelings or getting help, this tends to lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness.
Yeah. Well, they go further, though. The following traits are examples of ways to remove stereotypes and encourage men to be their authentic selves. Address disrespect. Encourage men to express emotions freely. Yes, 100%. Encourage compassion and kindness towards themselves and others. Listen to experience, validate feelings, and check in with them brethren and them loved ones. So.
Well, nobody never tell me to express my emotion freely. Me wear them right also. Me wear my emotion, well, from my left hand. Me wear them right. You want to know how me feel? Just look right. I just see it. I don't hide that. If it's time for ball, it's time for ball. If it's time for man up, it's time to man up. And I don't mix them up. But I have no problem behaving like I am not the strongest person in the world all the time.
Right.
That's it for Manversations. Hey, Tammy.